Hello everybody, this is Théo Mahy-Ma-Somga and welcome back for another episode of the Sunday Storyteller Club. Today we are talking about the art of quitting before you rot. Most people don't fail. They rot, slowly, quietly, staying long after the purpose is gone, in jobs, relationships, projects, identities, convincing themselves endurance is virtue. But there is a moment in every life where staying becomes decay, and quitting isn't cowardice, it's evolution. We glorify perseverance, never give up, keep pushing. But sometimes, not giving up is the very thing keeping you stuck. Because not everything that grows is alive. Some things expand the way cancer does. They get bigger, louder, more impressive, while killing you slowly from the inside. The art isn't in holding on, it's in knowing when to let go before rot sets in. There is a reason most people can't quit. It's not fear of change, it's fear of waste. The brain hates loss. It clings to sunk costs, time, money, years, pride, whispering, "You have invested too much to stop now." But here's the truth. Every extra day you spend in the wrong direction doesn't recover your past. It just mortgages your future. We call it commitment, but sometimes commitment is just attachment wearing a nice suit. I learned this the hard way. I once stayed in a project too long past its death. It was working, the numbers were good, the praise was there. But every day felt heavier. And I told myself it was discipline, but what it really was fear. Fear of admitting the version of me who started it no longer existed. Because quitting isn't just leaving something behind, it's killing the person who believed in it. And that's what makes it hard. We don't mourn the work, we mourn who we were when we believed. The paradox is this: growth looks exactly like death when you are inside it. Every reinvention requires a burial. You can't become who you are meant to be without betraying who you were. That's why most people never change, because they can't stand the guilt of outgrowing their own story. But here's the reframe: quitting doesn't mean you gave up, it means you are no longer willing to negotiate with stagnation. When your curiosity fades, when the work no longer wakes something in you, it's time to go. And if you don't, life will do it for you. Burnout, breakdown, accident. The universe has its own way of quitting on your behalf when you refuse to. Here's what the psychology says. Dopamine, or motivation chemical, spikes when we are exploring, learning, adapting. And once things become predictable, it drops. That's when boredom sets in. Most people interpret boredom as laziness, but it's actually data. It's your nervous system whispering, "You have outgrown this." But instead of listening, we self-medicate. We add goals, side hustles, distractions to revive what's already dead. The bravest thing you can do is to stop resuscitating the old dream and make space for a new one. So here's my rule. If you have to talk yourself into staying, you have already left. The body knows before the mind admits it. The tension in your chest, the numbness, the sigh before the Zoom call, that's not fatigue. That's your soul putting the fire alarm. The art of quitting before you rot isn't impulsive. It's not chaos, it's clarity. It's recognizing that some endings are upgrades in disguise. When you quit with consciousness, you don't abandon the past, you harvest it. You take the lessons, the strength, the scars, and leave the corpse. The ones who master the art don't live easier lives. They just stop dying in slow motion. So if you're listening to this and there is something you are dragging like a corpse through your days, maybe it's time. Time to stop performing commitment and start practicing honesty. Because life isn't about holding on forever. It's about knowing when to let die so something better can live. This was the Sunday Storyteller Club. I'm Théo Mahy-Ma-Somga. And before you go, ask yourself, what am I still holding on that's already holding me back? Talk to you next time. Bye.